Caitlin Clark loyalist Skip Bayless backs WNBA players all-star snub of Fever star and bizarre U-turn. Caitlin Clark defender Skip Bayless has admitted that her WNBA peers were justified in their surprisingly low all-star game ranking of the Fever star. While Clark finished first among guards in fan voting for the game and third in the media vote, the reigning Rookie of the Year received just the ninth most votes among guards in the player vote. Despite saddling a very difficult case with WNBA season, her tower reigns the ninth highest of ever built in a fan vote. And while famed ESPN commentator Dick Vitale accused Clark's peers of pure jealousy, Bayless admitted that he understood the surprising tally. To be completely fair, if other players took a close look at just Caitlin Clark's on-court production so far this season, I can see where they voted her as the ninth best guard, he wrote on X. Clark's numbers have largely dipped from her rookie campaign, as her three-point percentage has gone from 34.4 to 29.5. She is also coughing up 5.9 turnovers per game and has only appeared in 9 of the Fever's 18 games due to injury. Bayless cited Clark's statistics on his eponymous YouTube show as he went on to make an even bolder claim about her All-Star candidacy. "I've been Caitlin's biggest fan, or at least one of," he said. "She, to me, is it. She is she. The WNBA's first gotta-watch, can't-miss star in impact and sheer drawing power. She obviously has to be the captain of the All-Star game played in her arena. But man, fair is fair. On sheer performance, you can make a strong case she did not belong on the All-Star team at all, as hard as it is for me to speak those words." The WNBA All-Star Game is set for July 19th at the Fever's Gamebridge Fieldhouse, though it remains to be seen if Clark will be healthy enough to suit up. She hasn't played since June 24 due to a groin injury and missed time before that with a quad issue. Nonetheless, her Fever team managed to win the Commissioner's Cup without Clark in the lineup as they beat the Minnesota Lynx 74-59. Earlier this season, Bayless had accused the WNBA of blatantly bullying Clark after she wasn't given a crucial foul call against the Liberty. He later claimed that the non-call was a result of the WNBA's desire to quell anger over Clark from the rest of the league. Other players need to quit complaining about Caitlin Clark and just accept and embrace that she is the reason all of you ultimately will make far, far more money. But no, petty jealousy kicks in and takes over. He said other teams are constantly complaining to the league office about all the publicity and all the credit that Caitlin Clark gets, even though she doesn't do much on social media, doesn't say much when she's interviewed, nothing but cliches and platitudes and respect. Caitlin is actually pretty boring unless she's playing basketball, yet this league office is obviously deathly afraid of an open player revolt, a mutiny against Caitlin Clark. So the refs are giving a message. They're clearly afraid to protect Caitlin Clark from the bully tactics and the excessive physicality inflicted on her. Clark missed her 5th straight regular season game over the weekend when she sat out of the Fever's narrow loss to the Sparks, and her status for Indiana's matchup against the Valkyries on Wednesday is uncertain. In the ever-unfolding drama that is sports commentary, few figures can command headlines with the consistency of Skip Bayless. The man who once declared Caitlin Clark to be the best thing to ever happen to women's basketball has now executed a jaw-dropping pivot, one that has loyal fans and longtime critics alike doing double takes. The twist? Skip Bayless, once a self-proclaimed Clark loyalist, is now backing the WNBA players who collectively left the Indiana Fever rookie off the 2025 All-Star starting lineup. It's a move that feels less like analysis and more like plot development in a sports soap opera. From megaphone to mutiny, Bayless's shift didn't come quietly. On his morning show Undisputed Heat, Skip opened with an uncharacteristically calm monologue, saying, "Look, I love Caitlin Clark. I still believe she's a generational talent. But maybe, just maybe, this all-star snub is in hate. Maybe it's honesty. Maybe it's a check on humility. Maybe, it's what she needs." Twitter combusted within minutes. The man who had gone scorched earth over Angel Reese's hard fouls, who slammed veteran players for being jealous of greatness, was now nodding approvingly at a decision most saw as a petty slight. Skip's change of heart was so bizarre, people started wondering if someone had hijacked his teleprompter. Loyalty or leverage? To understand the full absurdity of Skip's pivot, we need to rewind 6 months. After Clark's record-breaking NCAA tournament run, Bayless had positioned himself as her media knight. He praised her poise, her three-point range, her impact on TV ratings, even saying Caitlin Clark could sell out Madison Square Garden on a Tuesday afternoon. He was relentless in his defense. When Clark was roughed up on the court, Skip called it basketball bullying. When she didn't get foul calls, Skip launched into monologues about respect. When she took a groin shot and kept playing, he compared her to Jordan. But now, after fans stuffed the ballot box to make Clark an all-star starter, only for the WNBA players to vote overwhelmingly against her inclusion, Bayless decided to back them. This was more than a flip-flop. It was a triple axel in midair without a safety net. This is their league. Bayless's rationale was complex, but laced with trademark skip. These women, the players, they've earned their say, he explained. They've been grinding in the shadows for years. If they feel like Caitlin needs to earn her stripes, not get handed them, that's their prerogative. This is their league. Not ESPN's, not Twitter's, not mine. To be fair, it was one of the more nuanced takes Bayless has ever offered. And while his delivery still bordered on smug, his message resonated with a surprising audience. WNBA veteran Los Angeles Sparks forward Nneka Ogwumike retweeted the segment with a single emoji. Chicago Sky coach Teresa Weatherspoon reposted it with the caption, "Facts." Suddenly, Bayless, the eternal lightning rod, found himself in the odd position of being embraced by players he once criticized. Clark Camp responds with silence. From Caitlin Clark's side, there was no public response. No quote, no cryptic emoji, no TikTok smirk. The FIBA organization issued a bland statement congratulating all All-Star participants and reaffirming their focus on team development. But insiders suggest Clark was blindsided, not by the snub, but by Skip's turncoat commentary. One source close to the Clark camp said, she's not mad about the All-Star game, but Skip was the voice shouting for her from day one. That cut deeper than any vote. Bayless, of course, doubled down the next day. I still believe in Caitlin, but belief is not blind worship, he said. She doesn't need me to protect her anymore. She needs competition to sharpen her. It was classic Skip turning an about face into a sermon. The real game at play? Some speculate Bayless's pivot wasn't about basketball at all. It was about business. Ratings for WNBA debates have skyrocketed since Clark's arrival, but as media fatigue begins to set in, with every foul, assist, and glance turned into discourse, the smarter pundits are finding new angles. By siding with the players, Bayless may be carving out a fresh identity, the voice of reason in the Clark-scented chaos. It's a risky move, but one that keeps him and his takes at the top of trending tabs. Skip's not switching sides, one media analyst tweeted. He's playing chess while the rest of us are tweeting checkers.